Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and doing a best of 3 Forgotten Realms draft. And looky here, we got Adult Gold Dragon, awesome card. Gotten a chance to play with it a few times. Big game swinger, powerful card. This pack is really powerful too, actually. I love Dungeon Crawler, Battlecry Goblin is off the hook too. Hobgoblin Captain's good. Shambling Ghast is good. Charm Sleep is playable. I'd say after Adult Gold Dragon, I'd probably snap up this Battlecry Goblin, which is just such a dirty card. But yes, we'll take Adult Gold Dragon, be happy about it, hope that we can make it work. Well, Rogue Class, I did play it once, and I admit it was better than I initially gave it credit for. But here I suppose we take Minimus Containment, cheaper than Fireball, although I do like the Fireball too, and probably better than the Barbarian and the Delver's Torch, and the Half-Elf Monk. So we'll take a pick that's on color with the Adult Gold Dragon. We can still splash Adult Gold Dragon too. But for now, we'll get some pretty good removal. See how it goes from there. Ooh, good follow-up here. So we'll snap up White Dragon now, which is good. Fly is in here, which is playable. Delver's Torch again, Charm Sleep. Price of Loyalty for the sack deck. Swarming Goblins is playable. And Clattering Skeletons, Herald are playable. But yeah, pretty easy White Dragon. All right. Pick now. Well, in white, we have a Devoted Paladin and a Celestial Unicorn. But I'm okay with taking the Fireball here. It's another 5-drop, I guess. And we don't necessarily have to be red. You can also, like I said, splash Adult Gold Dragon. Which means we could take the Unicorn and go for like life gain synergies. Especially with Adult Gold Dragon. It's an option, but I kind of like the Fireball. It deals with a lot of things. It can win games. Sometimes even just dealing 2 damage to your opponent can win the game. I think the Paladin and the Unicorn are good too, but I mean, if I don't have to splash Adult Gold Dragon, I'm okay with that as well. Okay, we can take a 2-drop here, especially since we don't already have one. I think Keen-Eared Sentry is playable. There's a Dungeoneer and a Stalker in here as well. Good blue cards as per usual. And Evolving Wilds, which would be guaranteed to make the deck. But I think there's a very good chance that the Sentry makes the deck. So let's just get a 2-drop now before we don't get a chance to. Let's see here. We can take the +2 Mace. It's playable. Gloomstalk. It's probably more playable than Gloomstalker. I mean, red-white is technically the equipment colors, so taking the Mace is perfectly fine. There's nothing else that's white or red in here besides these 2 cards. Gretchen Titchwillow playable, although I feel like I've only played it maybe once. Aberrant Mind Sorcerer is playable, but let's take the Mace and maybe be okay with it. We'll see. All right, here we can snap up the You See a Pair of Goblins. I actually think it's a pretty good card. Sometimes you can get 2-for-1s out of it with surprise blocks. Sometimes you get to use the charge them and win the game too. So good card. Take it. Let's just take the white card here. Plenty of black. Actually, a lot of good playable black things here. I wonder if I should maybe pursue black-white because of that. I mean, Paladin Shield is actually a playable card, so I'm okay taking it here. Otherwise, I mean, these are very playable black cards, though. But I feel like I'm at least for sure going to have to be either white or red. I'll just take the shield. It's fine. I'll cut white. Black definitely feels open, though. Like, I could take a Dungeon Crawler here, but then we're going to have to splash Adult Gold Dragon because I'm for sure playing that. Otherwise, I'm taking, like, what? Earth Cult Elemental. We already have a 6-drop that I would say is better. Brazen Dwarf, we don't really have dice rolling. Well, a little bit. I mean, the red cards we have are all good, though. I'll take Dungeon Crawler just in case I pivot into black. All right, we'll take the Half-Elf Monk. Playable card. Not surprised to see all this late blue stuff, including Charm Sleep, just because blue is always open. All right, we can take Herald here. All right. Yeah, might be black. Yep, bunch of blue cards. Not surprised. We'll take the weakest one. Take a Gloomstalker that I don't want. Last pick, Gretchen Titchwillow. Well, so, okay. In white, we've got Paladin, Cleric, Pegasus. Otherwise, in black, we do have Grim Bounty. We have 2 black cards currently, and then 2 red cards, and the Adult Gold Dragon. It did feel like black was more open. So I could take Grim Bounty. I would have to give up a Dawnbringer Cleric and a Paladin and a Pegasus for that in white, which are all well and good. I think I'm just maybe taking the Bounty and be okay with it. I mean, red could also be open from this direction, but try and focus on white. Oh, focus on white. See, it was serendipitous that I said that, and then we're past an actual white, which is a good card. All right, let's just assume black's open from both directions and somehow make this Adult Gold Dragon work, because I am not cutting this card from my deck, I'll tell you that. So let's take the white, which is a great card, over Planar Ally, Fangblade, and Zombie Ogre, and Baleful Beholder. I guess, yeah, there's plenty of red cards in there too, but white is so good. So Dawnbringer Cleric I do like quite a bit. Otherwise, there's Horde Robber, Herald of Adar, Clattering Skeletons, Monk of the Open Hand, Biter class technically. Blowing up enchantments can be totally relevant. Like, it deals with Minimus Containment too. I think this card's actually just good, and gaining life. I think I even like it more than the Horde Robber, although if we want to splash Gold Dragon, maybe the Horde Robber is the more prudent pick. Because I am splashing this 100%. All right, well, this is a case where in a vacuum, Dawnbringer Cleric is better, but I think Horde Robber makes more sense for the deck. More ways to actually splash Adult Gold Dragon. Okay, that's tough. Death Priest is a great card. There's Vampire Spawn in here too. Potion of Healing, another Zombie Ogre. But yeah, Death Priest is a great card. We actually do have a couple zombies already, the Crawler and the White, so that's cool. But yeah, Death Priest, great card. Things die, you spit out more 2/2s. It is a bit clunky, but it goes off when it lives. So are we splashing Krydle now too? How much life gain do we have going on with the Unicorn? The problem is we really don't have the treasure generation I want right now. And Shambling Gas is also another zombie for Death Priest. Otherwise, I take the Krydle, and I mean, it's a powerful card. But if I can't get the splashing going, we're going to be in trouble. But Krydle wins games too. You know what? I'll risk it. I don't want to give up a Shambling Gas, but I really don't want to give up a Krydle either. Oh, Brunor, huh? Well, currently we do have 2 pieces of equipment for Brunor's splash. Otherwise, Cleric class with life gain. I don't think we have much life gain at all. Dungeoneer in white is also fine. Brunor is definitely a good card if you have equipment to support it. Otherwise, we could just take like a Lightfoot Rogue as another 2-drop. Yeah, we're a little bit 2-drop light. But Brunor is quite good. I think I'm going to take Brunor. I mean, it's a rare quality uncommon. It definitely wins games. Priest of Ancient Lore is great. I want this Evolving Wilds really bad too. But there's just no universe where I don't play a Priest. I want the Thieves' Tools. Man, I want all of this stuff. But Priest of Ancient Lore is just one of those cards that's like too good to pass, I feel like. Just so good. All right, Sepulchre Ghoul or the Veteran Dungeoneer. Probably take another 2-drop. All right, probably take Pegasus over Zombie Ogre. I actually think Zombie Ogre is a fine card, but Pegasus is really good. Sometimes it just lets you win the game as well. It's good to have a flying attacker blocker that sometimes lets you push extra damage through. All right, we can take Zombie Ogre. It's a late you see a pair of goblins. I feel like it's kind of underappreciated here. It's a good card. But we got hooked up with some pretty powerful black cards there. This pack yielded us like a white, a Death Priest. All right, wow, we even got the Dawnbringer Cleric back. I'm going to take that over the Herald for sure. Having targeted enchantment removal is very nice, especially attached with a 1/3 body. I'll take the Ogre over the Potion of Healing. It's a late Elterguard Ranger, which is also a good card. I guess I'll take a Great Axe that I don't really need. I mean, technically it works with Brunor, but Brunor probably only makes the deck if I get maybe couple better equipment cards. We'll see. I mean, it's really good with the shield. It's free equip +2/+2 or +2 mace +4/+2 for free equip. It's pretty nice. It's a playable card. I doubt we're going to have space for it, but it is playable. Well, there's a good equipment open. Otherwise, Temple of the Dragon Queen would be good too. Dragon's Fire on the splash. I mean, I think Dancing Sword's too good to pass here. It's so cheap to play and equip. And turning into an evasive body is nice too. I want the Temple of the Dragon Queen, especially since we have, what, 2 dragons? But I'm going to take the Dancing Sword. It's a huge equipment upgrade. So now we just slam Evolving Wilds and never look back. So I'm taking it over Cloister Gargoyle, Dragon's Fire, Burning Hands. Good red things that I could consider splashing, but we just need this Evolving Wilds now. All right. So Champion is another 2-drop, or we can take the Thieves' Tools. How many creatures do we have? 17. Thieves' Tools evasion is nice. We don't have huge bodies that we need to make unblockable, but, well, this can only make 3 or less anyway. This is more for blue-black, but then again, I may not splash Brunor. It doesn't work well with other equipment either. That's kind of the problem with it. Rally Maneuver, decent combat trick, but probably just take another 2-drop, I imagine. 2-drop, 3/1's the name of the game. Another Horde Robber certainly wouldn't hurt if I'm trying to spit out treasures as fast as possible. So I guess I'm more on board with like +2 mace over Paladin Shield here, probably. The +2 mace and the Dancing Sword, I mean. Probably not doing this. This is a 23 card deck, but currently not enough tools to splash Kreidel and Brunor, I would say. Just the 2 Horde Robbers and the Grim Bounty, I guess. So Sepulchre Ghoul, Manticore, or Vampire Spawn. Sepulchre Ghoul is a nice it's also a zombie, I guess, for Death Priest. That makes sense. I guess this is a vampire, and we only have 2 3-drops. But I like Sepulchre Ghoul. I think it's a good card. It threatens attacks a lot, which is good. You can often trade your worst creature for a better creature. So Hexblade versus a second Monk. I've had Monk do things before. I've had Hexblade do things before too, though. We'll see. I mean, Hexblade's probably better than Keenyard Sentry for us, I assume. All right, take the Clattering Skeleton here. Seeing as it's a skeleton and a fine and playable 4-drop. Probably an upgrade over Monk, I would think. We'll see. I mean, it only has 3 toughness, but it beats down well and it can venture. It's good with the Death Priest. Don't need any of these. So I don't know if the splash is going to happen now other than the Adult Gold Dragon. I don't think we got enough to motivate me to do Brunor. Probably. I'll consider it, but I'm obviously doing the Adult Gold Dragon, but otherwise there's just not enough treasure generation and Evolving Wilds to support other splashes, I don't think. Take Herald or Devour Intellect. We don't have enough treasures to support that, and I don't need the Blink Dog, I guess. I think I like Herald more than Zombie Ogre. We'll see what we have space for here. Guess we'll just take the uncommon. All right. So Kreidel's gone. I think Brunor's gone. Gold Dragon's getting splashed, so we probably only need 1 mountain. And I think we should do 17 lands. Oh, I only have to make 1 cut if I do that? Well, that's nice. Oh, wait. 2 cuts, because I gotta add another black mana. All right, so that's 17 lands. We can cut probably the ogres. I think I prefer the Herald of Hadars. I think that's right. Do I need all these 2-drops though? Yeah, I think it's fine. What's our equipment? Mace, sword. Okay. Do I not want to play the mace? I don't love mace. It is clunky. But we've got little dudes that need to be helped out, so maybe mace has to be in here over like Paladin, Shield, and Great Axe. +2/+2 is okay. I mean, basically I wish I could play Krydal here just because it's so good, but it doesn't seem worth it, and we just don't quite have enough treasure generation. I don't think that's safe. Actually, zombie ogres are probably better in the deck in hindsight because we have the Death Priest. And then they're like 4/6s that let you venture when things die, which is pretty good. And possibly we can control that with like attack and sacking as needed. Okay, I guess this is all right. Oh, we're really low on... Do I want to run the Paladin Shield or the Great Axe as well? I mean, Great Axe is probably at its best when you have evasion. We do have a little bit. The 2 dragons, the Pegasus. I guess Half-Elf Monk is kind of removal. And it's got Vigilance, so it's good with equipment too. Okay. All right. Maybe this is okay. How many zombies did we end up with? 6? And a skeleton? That's a pretty good count, actually, for our Death Priest. All right, I think this deck is actually only okay. I think we just didn't get the removal that I would have wanted. We just got a Minimus Containment, a Grim Bounty, sort of a White Dragon, sort of a Half-Elf Monk, and that's about it. So, removal light, unfortunately. But this is what we got, so going to have to run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right. It's slow, but I think I'll keep it. Oh, it's a good draw. So now we can do Pegasus. Get in for 4. And then we'll do Dawnbringer Cleric and we'll blow up the Charmed Sleep. And then next turn we can do Death Priest plus Horde Robber, which is pretty good. All right, so I think we're dead in the air, so we'll just swing team here. And I don't have a sack outlet. And even if I gain a life, I can't survive. They're at 3, so I can't make them lose 3 life. So I think that's it. So we'll go to game 2. I don't know if I want to do a sideboard at all. I don't have more anti-enchant. Well, your ambush on the road actually kind of makes sense. It's good against Charm Sleep. Then I can probably cut a creature, I guess, so... Well, this makes it so Red Dragon can't hit me. It's actually kind of good. Maybe the Hexblade can go. Okay. I'm on board with that. All right, let's try that. All right, I'll play first. Oh yeah, it's a good looking keep. I guess they have some 1/3s, so maybe our... Well, there's no way I would cut a dungeon crawler. That wouldn't make sense, so this is fine. And I guess your ambush on the road is kind of a combat trick too, so that makes sense. I wonder if I should just play your ambush. You know, honestly, I probably should. If I can remember between rounds, I have a hard time with that, but I should probably just cut the Hexblade and run your ambush on the road as like a combat trick, protection, whatever. We'll scry here. We still have some work to do on their life total, so that's fine. Ooh, Pegasus is good. It's a little bold. Well, we're gonna make a treasure in case we draw a Adult Gold Dragon. A 1/1 is actually still nice to have too, but that's all right. Well, I have a way to blow up enchantments. Could sack a land. Alright, we have Sepulchre Ghouls too. And I don't think we need another land. Probably. Horde Robber, alright. So I want to go after attackers here, or what? Oh, there we go. That's what I want. So we'll attack here, and then we can tap that. In for 4, and then play a Horde Robber. So we'll block the Elemental. All right. Let's go to game 2 here, or game 3 rather. Yeah, I definitely like the, I think the You're Ambushed on the Road is actually an important card for our deck just because we have so few non-creature cards. All right, run her back. All right, yeah, it's a keep. It's a good hand. Dancing Sword's actually really good with the champion as well, which is nice. Oh, that was a good draw. Yeah, we could potentially have a pretty brutal little 1-2-3 action here if we go Crawler, Champion, Sword. Sure. Oh, perfect. That's good. Sure. Still works okay with me. Ooh. Nobody expects the splash color, huh? So technically I can, if I really want, turn Charmed Sleep into a enchantment, but I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, Sepulchre Ghoul, okay. Alright, let's see if they have the Scion of Stygia here. Interesting. Guess that kind of makes sense. We'll do the ghoul instead here. I'll equip it. I guess I'll save my Minimus Containment for something a little more pressing than a Charm Sleep on a Dwarfhold champion. Like a Frost Giant. I still need 2 more lands, though, in order to do that. But that's alright. This is the beauty of Sepulchre Ghoul. I can still attack. Oh, that's actually really nice. So if I play Death Priest here, too, yeah, wow. That's just really good. So we can even get in here. I might as well sack the champion. Yeah, Sepulchre Ghoul and Death Priest are really good synergistically with each other there. I really like that. All right, so I can still Minimus Containment that Ray of Frost if I really want to, but I don't know if I do. So I can get another black mana there, which means we can do Zombie Ogre here. Evolving Wilds and pass. And now if I have extra mana, I can venture at the end of each turn because of Zombie Ogre, Sepulchre Ghoul synergy, so that's cool. Sure. So if I equip the thing to the Zombie Ogre, it becomes a 6/7. So they could actually double block with the Frost Giant and the Goblins. But it might just be worth it. Another thing I can do is, because they're out of cards in hand, so this is maybe a good opportunity to do the Minimus Containment. Maybe on the Swarming Goblins, and that way I can still re-equip. I mean, obviously the Giant's better, but... Well, maybe it doesn't matter now, so... Now I do Minimus Containment on the Giant, and then pay the extra 3, and then re-equip to Ogre. Okay. I think this is fine. And then, yeah, we equip the Dancing Sword to Ogre here. And let's see how they have to block. They can block... I mean, we're gonna kill the Swarming Goblins in 2 tokens. I'm okay with that. I mean, they still are gonna lose. Yeah, they're still gonna lose. No, we don't want that. We want to take out those 2. Yeah. All right, that's fair. And not going to do that. And we'll pass. Now, I did give up a little bit of an engine doing it that way, but I still think this is okay. Well, that's a good draw. All right, and then we can spit out another 2/2 here. Sure. All right. We'll see for round 2. All right. Yeah, I'll keep this. So we'll do this to get our black mana. Horde Robber, that's a good one. Yeah, we'll definitely do that instead of the Sepulchre Ghoul because we've got the Dancing Sword. So it allows us to do like a turn 3/4 attacker that generates treasure. It's pretty good. Let's just do a turn 4 Ogre if we want. Potentially. All right. Well, Keeper. It's weird that it's just equip 1 generic mana. I don't know why that's weird to me, but it kind of is. So this is the best use of mana. We might as well do it. Well, interesting. All right. I guess technically best use of mana there would have been Sepulchre Ghoul, Arborea Pegasus, but I'm kind of okay with this too, to be honest. Uh-oh. Does it become an artifact creature too? Yeah, it's an artifact creature. Just curious. So, now we can go land, Pegasus, fly into the Horde Robber, get in for 5 here. Or treasure, and we'll play Sepulchre Ghoul and then pass. All right. So, a couple class cards out of them. We do have the Dawnbring Cleric. Oh, I forgot. Your ambush on the road for Hexblade, I think, is probably the most sensible just because we don't have a lot of treasure generation in here anyway. And I feel like all my other 2-drops are probably more useful since this at least prevents you from getting burned from certain things. This would have actually been useful in that last draft against the player that was venturing like 4 times a turn. It's such a weird niche ability. The You Have Hexproof is good though. All right, let's run her back. Unless, do I want to cut another creature for another mace? Probably not. I mean, I'm okay having a good amount of creatures and a couple equipment. I don't love this hand. We are on the draw. I don't know if that makes this better. It's probably would be better on the play, so I could at least have defensive things. I forgot. What was my opponent playing? Oh, Barbarian class. You know what? I feel like I should mulligan this. Like, I do have a 2-drop play technically, but let's see. I get 2 turns. Ugh, this is tough. I hate mulliganing. All right, I'll keep. I don't like it. I mean, it has high potential to be good if we can, you know, rip anything but lands, basically. Well, I did say anything but lands, but the game caught me. They caught me. Let's see, they drew the Chaos Channeler, so if something dies, they'll be able to play the worm this turn. Is that right? Suppose I should probably take 8 then. I think I'm gonna bounce the white dragon. Oh, well, I can do it on my turn, right? Yeah, so then we can, let's see. Or they did already play a land. Okay, so on my turn, we attack for 8, ambush on the road, the white dragon, keep the channeler tapped down. Oh, but they have haste, so maybe I just, this is, a little bit tricky. All right, well, that's, comes in tap too. Because we're at 2. A little bit tricky. I think we have to hope they don't draw. Oh, I guess I can just re-equip too. Yeah. Let's see. 8 lands, so this 6, so that's 7, plus I can do the re-equip. No, that's... Does it change the clock if I do this? So it's 6, 12, 18 rather than 4. And then I can equip next turn. Trying to think if I need to and get the dungeon crawler down. This is tricky. I think because the Chaos Channeler is so good with the Barbarian class, I maybe need to attack and then just hope they don't rip a creature. All right, so we'll go to game 3 here. So they have the Plundering Barbarian. How much do I care about that? Do I need the mace to win is another question. Probably not. I can probably cut the mace, maybe. Do I want to run more high-end stuff, though, too? Probably not. Not especially. Well, Paladin Shield's at least good against Hunter's Mark and Dragon's Fire. That's true. Maybe we swap those out. Could see that. Less clunky. All right. All right, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a keep. So I guess we might as well get our red mana off the bat here. I mean, technically we need a second black for the ogre, but, well, there you go. But I would think getting our second splash color is kind of important too. Or getting our splash color, I mean. Morningstar is a good one. Horde Robber, well, it suddenly is our new attacker here. Minsk, that's a strong one. Do a monk here. Good rip. Let's get these dudes online for now, huh? So I could do the adult gold dragon first. Force them to have an answer. I think that's okay. You know, yeah, I think that's all right. We'll force them to have an answer for it. I mean, we know they have Dragonfire. I don't have anything in hand that can do anything about it. And at least if we get an 8-point swing, it's not bad. So, all right. Can you do this at instant speed? Activate only as a sorcery. Well, that's good. Oh, I see. They've got a 5/3 now. All right, well. Tough choice. I think I'll block like with my 1 toughness dudes. Well, I wouldn't have been able to... I kind of want them to take 2, so I don't even want to sack it to the Sepulchre goal. I could end up taking 2, but... I guess they did get to roll with advantage, so... Maybe that worked out more in their favor, but there was still a chance that they ended up taking 2 as well. I don't know. Could go either way. Dancing Sword is nice here. So... Yeah, we can do that and attack with our Horde Robber. I'm okay with that. I don't really have fantastic blocks for it anyway. And then we can re-equip here. They actually didn't blow up Dancing Sword? Wow. That's scary. Oh, now it makes sense. Well, I mean, the good news is they can only activate Minsk at sorcery speed, so I should be able to tap down. I have no idea why they would auto-tap like that. I should be able to tap down whatever they make big, which is nice. Still don't really have good attacks here, though. So I guess we gotta chill out. So their dudes do have haste. So Zalto has haste now, huh? Okay. So I guess we'll tap probably Zalto. And 5-4 attacking. We can probably kill off our X1s still, just because they're really not doing all that much here. All right, so we can Grim Bounty Zalto, I think, instead of Minsk. Minsk is a big deal too, because he can make all their dudes big, but as long as I've got the half-elf monk, I think that's okay. So then we'll scry here. Don't really want to bounce anything so much. I mean, theoretically attack with Zombie Ogre, and depending on how they block, could get, let's see, I make it a 4-8. They might just block with everything though. What am I guess I'm looking for like a white dragon. I mean, it's better than a land, admittedly. I guess it's good against removal. Maybe we'll keep it. Something to save half-elf monk in a pinch. What's the word on it? 2? All right. So we can tap that. Oh, I should have played the land so I can do your ambush on the road. Whoops. I don't know why they're putting all their eggs in that basket. So they can give Menace. They activate the Chaos Channeler. So I guess I might as well tap the Channeler so they don't get free spells either. And I guess we'll take 9 because it's got Trample anyway. Pretty useless, unfortunately. Should attack with everything. Didn't even attack with everything? Wow. Oh, let's see. All right. I guess I could have blocked Purple Worm. Prevented 8 of that damage. So 1, 3, 5, 7. So I would have only taken 7. No, maybe I still would have taken 8. I guess I could have bought myself a turn, but I think we were pretty much toast. So I can't think of a top deck that would have got me out of that. All right, on to round 3. We'll see you there. Alrighty, round 3, playing first. Nah, we'll mull that. No black mana with black spells. This one's way better. Now we can at least go Crawler into white into Ghoul. That looks better. Probably ditch the Ogre, I guess, so we can keep some removal here. Could do the Mace, but I think Ghoul makes more sense because, well, if I play Mace, I have to do 3 mana next turn, which means there's no way I would be able to play the Ghoul. At least if I draw like, I don't know, something here. I think we just make the Soul Knife Spy go away and get in for 5. I don't want to deal with that. And this way, if I draw a land, I can equip too. Yeah, that's cool. Sure. Right, well, Dancing Sword's a good draw. Do that. Get this going. They probably block Sepulchre Ghoul anyway. I would if I were them. Or they just take 7. I'm cool with that too. Fight spell. Spoils of the Hunt. They didn't use a treasure for it. I guess I can sack in response. Yeah, why not? That way, if they have another Spoils of the Hunt, I guess if they have another one, they could still use it, but whatever. Let's do Priest here. Sure, so now we can attack, and if they block, we can just sack the Priest of Ancient Lore. Because we get +2/+2, I think, right? Yeah. All right. And next turn we can go Mace Equip and get a 6/4. Or I think I'd rather get the extra body down here. Not the best use of mana. And 1 less damage, technically, but I think getting the extra body is relevant here. Because now we have 2 lethal creatures with the +2 mace, so they at least have to do something pretty spicy here. I don't know, they had mana to do Blue Dragon, which I guess would have probably, you know, bought him at least a turn. Although, yeah, because it's a 5/5 too. Or 5/5 as well, I mean. Oh yeah, I forgot your ambush on the road again, my bad. And we're playing against what? Just green, blue with 3 cards in hand, ton of mana, nothing to play. Interesting. Soul Knife Spy in there. All right, I'm cool. We'll run it back. I want to keep this hand because it's a good hand. Potentially, we are on the draw. Dawnbringer Cleric, though, is basically just going to be gain 2 life. They didn't show us any enchantments, right? No. So I'm not even necessarily playing this on turn 2. We need at least a land to play the Priest, and then we still have to find black mana and our splash color. It's probably just sketchy enough to not keep. This one we will keep, and we'll probably ditch the... I guess the White Dragon. I mean, it's one of our more powerful cards, but we are quite a ways away from playing it, so I kind of like doing this more. At least we have our black mana. Turn 2 champion. All that. Unfortunately, that's actually pretty good against our... pairs well against our dungeon crawler. Definitely will trade if they attack, because we have 2 dudes in hand that can't trade with that. So, well, turned out to not really matter. So now we'll get in there. We'll play white plus dungeon crawler. It's kind of a bold attack. All right, so we could Grim Bounty the Bard and get in for 8. It's the best use of mana, but I don't know, I'm kind of on board with just playing like Priest of Ancient Lore and getting in for 6. Saving the Grim Bounty for something bigger. Because currently, I don't know. Currently they don't have pack tactics. They will be behind on the race after this attack. And then having Priest of Ancient Lore makes their attacks a little bit harder too. So it makes it not the best use of mana. However, I get to progress my board. And I'm gaining life. And I have more life gain in hand. Like, it feels like a race that I'm more easily able to win just because I have life gain to offset what they're doing. All right, there. Spoils the hunt. No, Hunter's Mark. All right. So now they can get pack tactics, but it's still a little bit. Still pretty aggressive, I would say. They're going to take 7 damage here. I guess as much as I want to equip the champion, it makes more sense to equip something else that can attack into my opponent's creatures. So I guess like the crawler. So then we have 3 lethal creatures. All right, so at least I'm glad I saved the Grim Bounty here. Do I want to re-equip the mace to this? This would be 5 toughness, they'd still be able to. They're at 5. So I guess I can't attack with the Priests of Ancient Lore. So I guess I just attack with these two. Because if I attack the Priest, they can still block that and then just block one other thing and not die. So we'll do it like this. It's fine. Not a huge deal. And then I guess I will play the Dawnbringer Cleric because it's an extra body, which seems relevant here. So they clearly have to block. Let's see if they block both. They do, which is fine. So we will play the Dawnbringer Cleric just to get an extra body out there. Guess we'll gain life. No enchantments to blow up. Sure. So guess we can do this and attack with that. Interesting. I probably would have traded with my Basilisk, though. Maybe they just, their last card's Spoils of the Hunt, and they just want to kill my dude. All right. Sure. So then we'll go land go. All right, go to game 3 here. And guess I'm trying to think of Paladin Shield. It's good against Spoils of the Hunt and Hunter's Mark. That's true. Do I want to cut the mace for it? Not especially. Kind of like the mace there. I mean, it is nice having a 2-mana protection for their removal, but then again, they've got Death Touch too. All right, whatever. We'll just run her back. I think we'll stick to 2 equipment. All right, we'll play first here. It's a keep. I don't want to. I like it more as a 1-mana equipment at the moment. Ranger class, that's a good one. So I think I'll Minimus Containment the actual Ranger class. Because otherwise I think I just get beat down, so I don't really want to do that. It does fix their mana, and it ramps them towards Herd Gorger Giants, but I just can't afford to let them pay 2 and bash me down relentlessly. I think I want to land. I think at this point I half elf monk because I'm gonna block the soul knife spell. I'm gonna take 4. I assume I need the dragon. I'm not. To be honest, I don't even think the dragon does it. So we'll discard the monk. But I know the monk doesn't save me, so I might as well do it like this. Like I did actually draw what I needed, but I think I'm still dead. So let's see. Keep that tapped down. I guess they can untap it technically too with the Clever Conjurer. So ended up going 1-2. All right. Let's do some pack one, pick one. All right. Pack one, pick one. I would take, let's see, probably Hunter's Mark. It's great removal. Amazing against blue decks. Too bad nobody plays blue in this format. That's not true. There's blue decks. They exist. All right, pack one, pick one. I guess Fireball, decent removal, playable, deals with quite a few things. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.